Sorry, we are back live. We had some technical difficulties on the last episode. This is 19 continued. College football week 6 continued. Like I was talking about, Notre Dame can cause some problems at the end of the year. They play Clemson, they play USC, I believe. So they could definitely cause some problems. Next up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna run through the we're gonna run over the AP poll. If I can get that pulled up first. Sorry about the technical difficulties. So just hop over to this video if you're on the first video, you're on this video now. But we are halfway through the season, and the AP poll is better than ever. You know how that goes. We don't always agree with the AP poll much at all. 25 is James Madison. 24 is Illinois. 22 or tied for 22 is Texas and Kentucky. 21 is Cincinnati. 20 is Utah. 19 is Kansas. 18 Syracuse. 17 Kansas State. 16 Mississippi State. 15 NC State. 14 Wake Forest. 13 TCU. 12 Oregon. 11 UCLA. 10 Penn State. 9 Ole Miss, 8 Oklahoma State, 7 USC, 6 Tennessee, 5 Michigan, 4 Clemson, 3 Alabama, 2 Ohio State, 1 Georgia. Lots of things that I don't agree with here. Why is Kentucky still ranked? I don't know. Back-to-back losses. The Ole Miss loss is fine. You lose to South Carolina at home. I get you don't have a quarterback. You have 2 losses. There's plenty of one-loss teams that are more deserving. Let's get Kentucky out of here. I don't mind Texas being in there. And I know that sounds backwards because they both had starting quarterbacks out in their losses. But Texas lost to Alabama by 1. Kentucky, you didn't. Ole Miss is ranked now, but anyway. Utah, I don't know why they're still ranked. They lost on the road at a not very good Florida team, and then they lost against UCLA loss is acceptable, but that's their second loss, and we were trying to give them hope to stay in it after a week 1 loss to Florida, but it just not going to happen, and I don't know why they're still ranked. They're not ranked in mine, but so be it. Kansas only dropped last week. They were 19. They didn't move. Weird for them. I don't know why they didn't move back a little bit, but anyway, took a loss. Their backup quarterback came in and played great. Anyway, not much else I don't like about it. I wish Oregon was not 12th. I would rather TCU be ranked ahead of Oregon. Not that matters too much, but Clemson jumps Michigan. That makes me feel better. I felt like that was needed. Alabama drops to 3. Don't really agree with this one. I agree with Ohio State jumping Alabama, but I wish it would. I think it should be Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, and the AP poll. Michigan, Clemson's at 4. Michigan's at 5. 6 is Tennessee. They moved up 2 spots. They jumped USC. USC's at 7. Oklahoma State is at 8. I don't really know how much I value that LSU win. I get you go in there and you win big time, whatever. LSU's not a very good football team in my eyes. They beat a good Mississippi State team, I agree. They lost to Florida State practically at home. I just don't value them as a big time win. And I'm sorry. Maybe I'll be not very liked for that, but that's just how I feel. I don't believe in the whole SEC road thing. Every conference is a fight to play on the road. But Tennessee went in there and blew them out. So, they get credit for it. But that's all. I don't have too much to complain about in the AP poll. I'll run over my poll. This is this is how I feel about it. This is my rankings. Who I think should be where based off of their wins, based off of their record, based off of everything. So we'll start out. 25, James Madison. They're undefeated. Got to be in there. 24 is Cincinnati. Just couldn't find nobody else to put in there. Utah is at 23. I said to take them out. I don't know. I didn't even remember putting them in here, honestly. But they're in here. And 22, North Carolina, they got one loss to Notre Dame, yes. But they still look pretty good to me. So that's fine. Illinois at 21. Kansas at 20. For me, this is Texas at 19. Mississippi State at 18, Syracuse at 17, Kansas State at 16, NC State at 15, Oregon at 14, Wake Forest at 13, TCU at 12, UCLA at 11. 10 is Ole Miss, 9 Penn State. This is going to turn some heads. 8 Michigan, 7 USC, 6 Tennessee, 5 Oklahoma State, 4 is Georgia. 3 is Clemson, 2 is Alabama, 1 is Ohio State. So these are my rankings. Obviously, this is my opinion. But, yes, Michigan is 8. That may concern you. They win this week. They won't be 8 next week. I promise. Yes, Clemson is in front of Georgia. They have better wins. They've won more convincingly than Georgia has the past few weeks. They look better, in my opinion, and their offense looks like they can do more, and their defense looks more. It looks better. Alabama stays at 2 to me. Like I said, take that with a grain of rice last week. Ohio State is bumped up to number 1 for me. They just look really good right now, and they haven't had a slow week yet. Mississippi State's in the rankings. Big time. This Mississippi State team is very, very chippy to me. I really like this team. They have a really high-powered offense and play good enough defense. Mike Leach is I love him. He's an awesome coach. Mississippi State's going to upset somebody this year, whether it be Alabama or Georgia. They have both on their schedule. They're going to beat one of them teams. We're calling it now. It may not happen, but I'm calling it now. They look really good on offense. But those are my rankings. Take them, whatever. I'll post them on the Instagram or the Twitter later on, or even the TikTok. We don't have much today. We're talking about it, but we don't have 2 people on here, so I don't have to debate. With me and Darren aren't debating, so the episodes are quicker. Anyway, performance of the week. This is my performance of the week. Pittsburgh running back, Israel Abanikanda. Either way, doesn't matter how you say his name. 36, this is versus Virginia Tech this week. 36 carries, 320 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns. That is probably one of the most, I don't know if that's the most rushing yards in the game, but that is one of the best stat lines I've ever seen in a college football game. I got to check out most single game rushing yards NCAA. Apparently Samaje Perine holds the he ran for 4. Okay. So 320 was not, it's not near the top, but it's near the top practically, but it's not in the top 10. But this is probably the best performance of the season we've seen by anybody this season. And so impressive, but the touchdown record, rushing touchdown record for a game is 8 touchdowns. So that lets you know how good of a game he had. Very, very impressive from Israel Abanikanda. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Not even going to try anymore. But this was a quick stream today, 30 minutes. I will be back tomorrow to recap MLB. We'll talk about NFL by Friday. I'm going to start coming out with this content every single day. I'm posting on here. I'm going to start posting on TikTok every day. Go follow the TikTok if you really want some good advice on college football. Betting, not advice on betting, not gambling advice. Just going to tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'll be talking about my rankings on there. I'll be comparing. I'm going to have all kinds of videos. I'm going to go over separate teams. I want this TikTok to be fun. I want this TikTok to be friendly. I want everybody to be on here. So really go get on the TikTok, Out of Bounds Pods, at Out of Bounds Pods. I don't know what the situation with Darren is right now. I have not heard from him, but we will just keep continuing to enjoy the stream. This is the first time in the week, but I promise we won't go a week again without a stream. I'm trying to get us on Apple. I'm trying to get their podcast on Apple. It's coming, I promise. I can't quite figure it out yet, but we're getting there. I don't know how many views this will get, but if anyone wants to be an editor, or I will pay for an editor to edit my videos, edit my streams, edit videos for the stream, edit pictures for the social media, if I can find an editor. So if you want to be an editor, hit me up. I'll pay you decent, and that should be good. Like I said, follow on the Out of Bounds everything at Out of Bounds Pods. Got a lot to talk about this week coming up. MLB, like I mentioned, MLB, NFL, NBA starting. So I'm excited to talk about it. I want some interaction, some call-ins that'll make my show easier and better. But this is Out of Bounds Pod, the Out of Bounds show with Justin Gray. That's a wrap. So I will be back tomorrow, and enjoy your day.